We should not be well adjusted to a sick society. We should be outraged. We should be outraged when a super PAC of dark money can spend $20 million to brainwash people into believing something that isn't true. We should be outraged about that. We should be outraged when, unfortunately, some so-called Democrats are aligning themselves with radical, racist, right-wing Republicans. We should be outraged about that.
Dang. So, oh my goodness, there you go, right there. That's a Jamaal Bowman who is very upset because he lost by over 20 points in his congressional race. And this was even after who thought that, you know, that it wouldn't work, him running out there on stage and MF and this and MF and that, you know, to show how tough he is. Maybe he should go pull another fire alarm. Gosh. Did you see Marjorie Taylor Greene said before he has to leave, I just want to show him that this is a fire alarm. And this is, it's funny. I love it. All right, so this, it's really it's going to be very interesting going into the convention, because now the squad, at least to the progressives, their Marxist God can bleed, right? And it kind of shows that this was what happens on social media isn't real life. There are people on social media, and Jamaal Bowman is one of them. He's got hundreds of thousands of followers. The guy he ran against has 53,000 followers, like it's just a fraction of what Bowman has. And everybody likes to measure the social media stuff by what you can do to move the needle politically in real time. It is not the same, y'all. There are, you know, conservative, quote unquote, influencers that get online, and I've seen them on TV. They've never walked a block. They've never fundraised. They have never been in the street. They have never literally done anything for the cause except sit and bitch on social media. That's all they've done. And they act like they're some great warriors for the cause. Jamaal Bowman is the leftist version of that. So is AOC. AOC is the same way. And they like to look and interpret their reach online as equal to their ability to move the needle in real life, in meat space. And it is not, as we saw with Bowman last night, it is not the same. Not at all. And he's mad. But what he said there was he's so ignorant. America's a sick society, and Democrats, so basically Democrats that didn't vote for him are radical, racist right-wingers. Those include black voters. You see how they try to assert their patent over identities? That's why identities, any other identity except being free in the U.S., is ridiculous. Being a child of the kingdom or free in the U.S., any other identity is stupid, because they weaponize them like this. That's why Marxists push all this division. That's where critical race theory, aka DEI, it all comes from the Marxist theory of division, and it's supplanting the economic tools with these cultural ones like identity politics. And it's worked for a while, but I think now it's played out because people are tired of it. They're not getting anything from it except a more divisive society and more hateful interactions with people. That's it. But for him, he pulled the Hillary Clinton card, because they said this with Hillary Clinton after 2016, remember? Oh my gosh, you didn't vote for that old white woman who fell down in the middle of Manhattan and lost her Tory Burch flat? You didn't vote for her? Oh my gosh, you're racist. She's an old white lady. Yeah, you're racist, though. That's how it is. Democrats want to assert that patent every single time. They want to call in the chip every time. He also said this. Audio soundbite 2. This was Jamaal Bowman on AIPAC. That's the American Israel Political Action Committee. He hates him some AIPAC. Listen to this.
Even as I've talked to voters, there are some who are like, I don't want to share who I voted for. I don't want my neighbors to know. It's got intense.
It's intense because AIPAC are bullies. AIPAC intimidates people. And my opponent has sided not just with AIPAC, but with Republican billionaires. And because he's been in office so long, and because he's been county executive giving people jobs, people are afraid.
AIPAC. But don't mention all the political action committees that fund Democrats and fund people like Jamaal Bowman. Don't mention any of that. You can't do that. Good heavens. Can't mention any of those. That is disallowed. Disallowed.